Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. So friends, today we have a special guest with us, Akash Burma, and he got selected in Wipro Turbo for a package of 6.5 lakhs per annum. So first he wrote Wipro NLTH, and then he got selected, and then he wrote actually Wipro Turbo examination. So what was the hiring phase like? How did he write Turbo examination? And what all questions were there in Wipro Turbo. So all those things we are going to discuss with him today. But before we proceed further, so congratulations Akash for getting selected in Wipro NLTH
Yeah,
and
thank you,
Wipro
sir.
Turbo.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Okay, so we want to know a bit about yourself, and then we will get into the discussions.
Yes, sure. So yeah, hi everyone. So I am Akash Verma, and I recently graduated in the branch of Computer Science and Engineering from University Institute of Technology, Bardhaman. And I recently got an offer of Turbo from Repro. So yeah, that's a brief intro about me.
Okay, great. So Akash, when did you write your Wipro NLTH exam, and how did you get a chance to write Wipro Turbo examination, and what was the pattern of Wipro Turbo? So mainly we wanted to know these things, and then definitely we can get into like interview experiences and all. So first let us see how was your how the transition happened from Wipro NLTH to Wipro Turbo.
So like in the month of April, so the Repro offered me about the NLTH examinations. So I appeared in the NLTH in the month of April. So in August, I got a mail that I was selected in their elite offer, like that is 3.5. So later on, they give me another mail, like if you want to upgrade your offer to Turbo, which is a 6.5. So you can write an advanced coding problem. If you qualify that round, then you will be upgraded to that Turbo package. So after that, I will get a mail in September for writing the examinations, and I wrote there is a two coding problem, and I solved that both the coding problems there. And in the month of October, like this month, they have upgraded my offer to Turbo. So that's the brief about the selection process.
Okay, great. So the two questions were based on what pattern and what was the duration for that two codes and what were the language available for writing that code. So can we get into more details about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Yeah, sure. So the questions timings were 1 hour. So in 1 hour, you have to solve the two problems. And the language available are C, C++, Java, and Python. And the two questions are talking about the first question. The first problem is related to mathematics, simple mathematics. You can just go through some formula and you can solve that problem. And the second problem is related on map. So on the map, we have to count some frequency, and then we have to give the maximum occurrence frequency character in the sorted alphabetical order. So that's the second question. So it's both questions are easy. If you practice in your codings a lot, then you can solve it.
Okay. So what was the language you had selected?
So I have selected C++ for both the problems.
Okay, great. So in April, you had written Wipro NLTH examination and you got
Yeah.
the final result in August.
Yeah. So
Oh
that's a
my.
delay. I was thinking that I'm not selected, but later on I got that I was selected. Like there is some issue from their side, so they have released the result late.
Okay, so to the whole audience, I wanted to tell you, so Wipro NLTH or Wipro Elite process is bit delayed. So it's not only with you. So there are many students, they will be getting the offer letter, after a long duration of time. So you need to accept that Wipro Elite process is a bit delayed and you need to wait, because nowadays I'm seeing a lot of comments, or I completed my tier round, HR round, other rounds. Still, I'm not able to get the offer letter. Still, I'm not able to any mail. So guys, you need to wait. You have to have some patience, and then only you will be able to get that. Okay. So Wipro NLTH, like when did you write the examination? When was your interview scheduled? So we will go a bit more detail about your Wipro NLTH. But before that, so Wipro Turbo did not have any interview. So only you had the advanced coding section, right? Yeah.
Right.
So Wipro NLTH, when did you write the exam and when did you get the result? And we will talk about your experience of HR and TR round. So yeah, can you please start with that?
So yeah, in April I wrote the exam, and in August I got the mail that I'm selected, like I cleared the round. So in August end, I got a TR mail. So in the TR mail, they have asked me some technical questions related to my resume, like in the resume, I mentioned some projects and some skills. So they have asked me about the projects, the real life scenario about this project, and the Java, some inheritance concepts, and in DBMF like SQL's commands and all. So that was a bit short, but basics problems. So they have asked me in the tier round. So later on, after 15 to 20 days, I got a mail of HR. So in HR, again they asked some technical questions related to the Java and Python. And later on, they told me about the process of Wipro, like how the things are going in future. Like they have a bond policy, and they have give training to the new freshers, joiners, like the process. And in HR, not much heavy, like it is a lightweight. So both the rounds are easy if you study.
So one
So
thing
after
which
15
I
days again, I got the offer like
in
of
October.
3.5.
So
Yeah, yeah.
you wrote the exam in April and you got the result in August. Oh my God. I think they forgot
Yeah,
that you have written the examination, because it's quite a long duration, and not only you, anybody at your place, they will think that, oh, I'm not selected, and you will start preparing
yeah.
for other examination. So that was, quite this thing. Okay. So how did you prepare for your Wipro Turbo examination and Wipro NLTH? Like Wipro, because you have a movement from Wipro NLTH to Repro Turbo, and a package of 6.5 is really used when you are starting your career. So there is no doubt. So all digital, like TCS digital, and the examination like Wipro Turbo, and in Cognition. So all these are top level exams where the advanced coding has to be, you have to have very good knowledge of advanced coding. So how did you prepare for your Wipro NLTH, and how did you prepare for your Wipro Turbo examination?
So like for NLTH, also in online study for you, many like interview experience and the examination pattern, question patterns are given there. One can go through that. What is the questions patterns are there, and study really accordingly. Solve the reasoning and logical and English problems like that. So give a basic time on that. So it will be easy to qualify that NLTH round. And later on, after the qualification of NLTH, I practice coding between this time interval, and like in turbo, it was easy for me to solve the
So how did
problems.
you prepare for Wipro Turbo coding questions?
So
So
like coding questions also, if you go through some tutorials, or like in your channel also, it was mentioned like which types of problems they ask in the turbo. So one can go through that and solve that problems. Also practice from GFG or lead code, can practice the coding problems, and it will be a piece of cake for that.
great. So even we have also starting with the competitive programming, the advanced coding for different examination. And yes, so our team, Upasna from, she is ST at Flipkart, and she has a very vast knowledge on that. And we have also started with now advanced coding for all this kind of examination. Even the TCS Code Vita is also about to come. So advanced coding now plays a very important role, because
Yeah.
the package which you have got right now, at 6.5 lakhs per annum. So if you start with 3.5, then it will take minimum 3 years to reach to that, so to 6.5. And today, if you're starting with 6.5, definitely after 3 years, it will be, if you are not changing your company, then also your package will be around 10 to 12 lakhs per annum. So that's great, Akash. So we had a brief, I mean, talk about the Wipro Turbo and Wipro NLTH, because now many of them has already written or the Wipro NLTH exams, and they are getting the result. So they should also be prepared for Wipro Turbo examination. So one thing I wanted to tell all of the audience, please wait. Do not get panic. See, Akash did not get panic. He had the patience, and from April till August, April, May, June, July, August. So you can think of 5 months, around 5 months time. That's not easy, man. You'll give up. So please wait. Your exam is over now. You'll get the result. You'll get the offer letter, and you will be definitely getting the communication from them. So thank you, Akash, for coming to our platform and guiding the student. And if any doubt, please help them in the comment box. And
Yeah, it's,
definitely, if your LinkedIn profile is there, they can also reach to your LinkedIn profile, and you can help them to get into Wipro Turbo. Thank you, Akash.
yeah. Yeah, thank you, sir, for providing me such platform. Yeah, thanks.
No problem.